My dear friend Lucy, who's written this wonderful new book, A Year in Lucy's Kitchen. Now, everybody's probably asked you, your inspiration, all that stuff for your recipes, and I know your mother. There's a great photo of your mother in here.
Isn't there?
It's fabulous. But what I want to ask you travel a lot. Now, that's more recently you traveled extensively. Does that influence how you write and ingredients and all that sort of thing?
Of course it does. When you travel, you get to taste so many different things and new things that you start getting all these ideas about how you could use this particular technique or those particular ingredients. And we're so lucky here in Canada, we can get everything.
Oh, that's good.
I used to bring herbs and spices back with me and tin this back with me. I don't have to anymore because it's all here.
Thank goodness, because customs you probably never get it through.
That's
anymore.
true. It's
So
true.
what finds have you made sort of in the last year that are in this book now? What do you think you've...
One of the things that I was just in Turkey, and there was a match between mint and paprika in so many different dishes that we had in Turkey. The paprika giving it a spiciness, and but a lot of mint and spearmint. Like my tendency is always to use English mint, right? But they use spearmint. And when you start combining the flavors together, particularly with something like chicken, it's fantastic.
And paprikas too. There's not just the particular paprika we get here. There's so many. I mean, on the shelf in your local grocery store, there's so many.
So
more.
many different kinds, and the kind that they use is they don't use a really spicy one.
Okay.
You can get a really spicy one, but generally it's kind of it's more like the Spanish paprika.
Right. Now, your husband Bruce, who's a lawyer by day, but at night, what a wine guy. I just love his wine suggestions because he's not a snob about it. He says, try this, or Lucy would give me, you can just see he's chatty about it. This was a hard one to do, but here, and he's very good. Is he like that at home, like for everyday meals too?
Oh yeah, he's always saying, well, what are we having tonight? Oh, we're having this. Okay, so down into the wine cellar and well, I think I'd like to try this with it, or maybe we'll try that with it. And it's amazing. He's very, very good at matching because he has a really great palate for wine and gives you a good palate for food too.
Well, and he's had good food for a long time.
He has.
You've spoilt him in that regard.
He has.
Does he cook?
Yeah, but
no. Does he ever cook for you?
Yeah, he does, but
no.
It's a real issue because I'm so fast and he's so slow that
you're eating at 10 o'clock at night.
We're eating at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm saying it's okay, Bruce. I'll just finish it.
Oh, but he does the wine
awful.
stuff. He does the wine stuff.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Are you still inspired to travel and write, and that keeps you going?
Yeah.
Another book
Well, you know
way?
what? I love food, and as long as you love food, and I'm passionate about it too, I really want to keep not just traveling, but you get inspiration in all sorts of different places. Sometimes I can open my fridge and I'll see like 6 things there, and I'll say, well, what am I going to do with those?
Right.
And then that's how a recipe comes about. So yes, I'm going to keep doing this, and yes, I hope that I'm going to be able to create a whole lot of more memorable dishes that people really like.
Now, your daughter writes too.
Yeah, she does.
Do you ever envision doing a book with members of the family, other than Bruce doing the wine?
Well, originally I was going to do a book with my son-in-law who doesn't cook. We were going to call it Teach Shane to Cook. But Emma and I have talked about it, but I don't think she particularly wants to do it. She's off in the parenting, blogging kind of field. I don't think she's really wants to do a book right now. I think she will, and when she does, we will.
Well, that'd be great. Well, thank you very much. Look forward to using it. Oh, and I can just say the whiskey chocolate cake, delicious.
Yeah,
amongst other things, but that's a keeper. Thank you, Lucy.
Oh, thank you, Alison.